Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Molly and today I'm showing you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures and how I make my thumbnails for my YouTube videos. It's actually a very easy process. I do not make it hard for myself whatsoever, but I thought I'd share it with you guys just because I thought this would be a fun video. I'm just gonna kind of get right into it because I actually have to make a thumbnail for a video that I'm trying to upload right now. This thumbnail is gonna be made for the video that I'm putting up, which is my Maryland trip vlog. The way that I like to do my thumbnails is I use a couple different apps first of all, but the way I take the pictures is I'll usually screenshot them directly from the video itself, so that way you can actually just get pictures from what's in the video. I don't know, I just think that's like a better way of doing it. But like for some videos I will, if I have like pictures taken with friends or something like that, I'll include those in the thumbnail. Like my birthday vlog, those were all pictures I took with friends, so I just ended up putting those in like a little collage and then using that as my thumbnail instead. But this one I'm taking like candid pictures, I guess you could say. So I went through my video and I screenshotted a bunch of pictures. I'm gonna just screen record my iPad because I do use my iPad Pro for this. It's the iPad Pro like 12.9 inch. It's the larger version. I got it last year and I do have a video of like what's on my iPad if you want to go watch that too. But yeah, so we're using my iPad for this. I'm going to screen record starting right now. I'm just going to kind of go through the process, and as I explain, you'll obviously be seeing me use it. I like to start off with using Pixart. So for this app, like I said, I already have my pictures taken. I screenshotted about 5 pictures. I like to open up Pixart and start a new project, and I picked the collages, the grids. So then you can obviously see all my pictures here. For right now, I did screenshot a total of 6 pictures, and I usually only do about 4 because I do like a grid style of them. There's some of them that I like better than others. So 1, 2, 3, and I think this one. That one doesn't really match the color scheme as well. So I can always change up the pictures that I like after, but this is super easy. It takes me like just a couple minutes to make. So I'll do the ratio. I change my ratio to YouTube, so then it makes it around the size of a thumbnail. Then I go to border. I do thickness all the way down. I don't like when there's lines between. And then I go to border, and I usually do about like 1, 2, or 3, and just kind of however it looks. So that one's good, looks good for now. I'm gonna go back to layout. So I'm not sure if I love the acai bowl picture in it, so I'm going to change it out with this picture instead of the pool. Okay, so I think I like that. This one's actually a really different thumbnail from what I usually do, but I actually really like it so far. So then I go ahead and just save it. So I just use Pixart just to make the collages. You can use any app you want. I don't know, I just use Pixart because that's just what I had at one point. Then I go into Polar. And Polar is actually the app that I use like to do all of my like color editing on. I inserted the picture that I just made of the grid, and I go to styles and custom. So I found this app a while ago, I think at least a year or 2 ago, and what I use it for is like obviously like filters and things like that. So I liked it because you can make your own filters and save other people's. So on Pinterest, there's usually a bunch of like QR codes that you can scan by just inserting a picture into the app, and you can have all of these free like filters basically. So that's what I have. Like as you can see, I'm playing with a bunch of them. I actually really liked that one. I have all of these filters. I have 56 of them that are my custom ones, but I actually didn't make really any of them. I did make 1 or 2, but you can adjust them to however you like. So I actually really like the way this one worked. I just pressed, it was Luna it's called, so I put it on, and then it's obviously a little bit too much, so you can drag the slider to do however much you want. As you can tell, it's like going up and down. So I usually do, it depends on the filter. So this one 75 looks good. So this is with the filter and this is without, and I just save that to my camera roll for now. And I will also just try a couple other ones and see if there's any I like better. See, like this one's not bad. I could try it at 60, but I wish it was a little bit brighter than that. Sometimes I'll turn my brightness up more to tell. I actually really like this one. So yeah, I just play around with it and pick a ton of different filters and just keep putting them on the picture and adjusting them, just kind of whatever I think looks good on them. And I save them all to my camera roll, and then I'll go through my camera roll in a second once I pick some more, because I just like to look through a bunch of them because you never know, might find one. Yeah, so I think I'm good for now. And I go to my photos right here, and so this is the original picture. So this is one of the filters. This one's a little orangey. This one I actually really like a lot. This one, it's actually not bad. It's probably between these two. I kind of like how this one's a little bit more pink. Yeah, so I don't like this one. So I basically just start to narrow it down. So this one is between 2. So sometimes I'll go through and I'll have like 10 different filters that I liked on the pictures, and I'll just have to keep going through till I find one that I like the best. So this one or this one. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the second one. Okay, so this is the one I picked. It does have a little bit more like a pinky undertone to it, which I actually kind of like because it brings out more color. So we're gonna go into Canva, and this is the last app I use to make the thumbnails, and this this is what I put the text on with. So create a design, and then I just press YouTube thumbnails. I just start typing YouTube and one of the thumbnails because it just gives the exact size. And I like to put in uploads, and I don't want to take a picture. Okay, so once it uploads in, then I just expand it to like the canvas size, I guess you could say. So now it looks like that, and I like to turn the iPad sideways so that way I can see like a bigger view. My camera's gonna die, so give me 1 second. Let me change the battery. So like I said, we're now in Canva, and I like to turn the screen sideways. I think it's easier to just move around. I don't usually use my Apple Pencil for this because you can just use your fingers, type it all in. So you don't even need one. You don't even need an iPad. You can do all of this, the same apps that I'm using, on your phone and then computer, because Canva is really easy to use on your computer. If you wanted to just make the collage on your phone and then send it right to your laptop, you can definitely do that. I just happen to have an iPad, and I like to use it for making thumbnails like this. I also obviously use it for school, but I like to start by adding a text. So I like to usually do whatever the main video is like called or something like that relates to it really well. It doesn't have to be the title of the video, but I usually do something very similar. So I'm probably just gonna do vlog, Maryland vlog, and I just like move it around to where I think it fit. I usually put it the center, obviously. Sometimes if there's people in the thumbnails, like, or if there's me in the thumbnail or something like that, then I will try to move the text around it. So sometimes the one word will be here, one will be there, just kind of however like it works. So literally every thumbnail is different. It just depends on what you're going for. So I changed the text to white because I like the look of white better. And then in effects, I chose shadow, and I put the color as like a dark gray and the transparency all the way up to 100. And then I go to text to change my font. And so for this, I have a couple of fonts that I usually use for thumbnails that I keep it the same, so I'm not changing up thumbnail colors all the time, and I keep it a pretty similar thing. So either Norwester, Lovelow, Babus New, Oswald, or Nick Ainley. So I actually really like the way, I don't know, I kind of like this one. I like Norwester. I also don't mind this one. It's not my favorite. Oswald is kind of plain. This one I could make it a lot bigger, but I feel like that's just too obnoxious. So I just play around with it and see whichever font I like the best. So I actually kind of like this one too. And I also want like the pictures to still show, because I'm trying not to like have too crazy of headings or crazy of thumbnails, because who's really looking at it that well? I like this one, Anton. I use Anton a lot too. Okay, so I just centered that, and I honestly really like the way this thumbnail turned out. It's very simple. It's actually kind of different than what I normally do. Usually I have people in it and then I do a bunch of different text things, but I kind of like how simple and plain and like neat this one is, and that's kind of like what I'm trying to go for from now on when I make videos. I just want to make it like very short, to the point, organized, clean, I don't know, just very aesthetic looking. So I just saved this image, and I just save it to my camera roll, and I'll just send it right to my laptop. Usually I do have to export it into a JPEG because it's a PNG, and then I upload it. That was how I make my thumbnails. It's super easy. It doesn't take long at all. I mean, this video has only been going for what, like 10 minutes now that I've been actually filming, and that's how long it took me to make it, and that was me explaining everything. Like, it's so quick. Screenshotting pictures from the video is the easiest thing to do, because I do actually get pictures that are in it and people are gonna want to watch because that's what's in your video. So I don't know, that's like my thoughts behind it, and I don't know, I just like the way this looks. I could show you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures on here too, but I don't actually edit pictures on here. I usually do that on my phone. Okay, so my Instagram pictures is super easy to do. I basically just go into Polar on my phone and I pick the picture that I want to edit. It's really easy. Like I said, all I do is go into styles and then my custom filters, and I basically just play around with it until I find one that I like this one, for example. It's not much, but you can tell. And like this one, obviously you can tell it's not that great looking, but if you like change the strength of it, and then that one, no, honestly this is kind of a picture that everything looks good on it right now, but I think it's just so easy because it takes 2 seconds to literally just pick a filter that looks decent and then just change the strength of it. Kind of washes this out, but I like the background of it, and it's just so pretty. Some of them I can keep it all the way at 100, but it's super easy. It takes no time at all. But you can also go into the adjust, and like also I'm just playing around with it for you guys, and adjust other settings just like you would normal picture. You could also just do this instead. So like you can see like this. Obviously this is just a joke, but like you can adjust anything you want. I'll show you guys another one. This one, for example, has different lighting, and I actually put a random filter on this one, but oh, that one's kind of cute. You can just like play around with it. It depends on the lighting. Some pictures will look better than others. That one's not bad. This was a joke picture we took when we went with my friends to Boston for the evening, and I think this one's so cute. I just love playing around with the filters. And then I can also show you guys, I also like to use it for like aesthetic pictures, I guess you could say. This one, for example, was taken and I just took it yesterday. I already have a filter on it, but you can just play around with it and it still works very well. Same thing with like food. Like this is the edited picture and that's the before, just because it looked the food was really good. Chicken quinoa fried rice, acai bowl. I edited this picture too before I put it on my story, and you can just change it up. You can adjust it, or you could go in and actually like adjust stuff yourself, just anything. It's so easy to do and I think it's so fun. So it takes me no time at all to edit pictures, and I actually think it's so fun and easy, and I just wanted something simple for myself, so I definitely recommend it. You can just go into Pinterest and search polar QR codes and you'll find like a bunch of things. Just screenshot them and then you can import them right into the app. I think it's really easy to do. I totally recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just kind of my way of showing what I like to do for editing pictures and thumbnails. Everyone does it differently. I like to do it this way. I love having filters on my pictures. I just think they're fun to edit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.